Yes, I'm a 42-year-old man, and I'm recording this podcast wearing a pair of my new LuLuLemon pants. And I found them the same way most people find podcasts.
And now, a look at what's trending in the podcast world and how it can help your show. It's the Jag Show Podcast.
Look, we all know the pandemic changed everything, from food delivery to media consumption to pants. As a recent New York Times op-ed said, the best things to come out of COVID are soft pants. I've been working from home since 2018, and my wife has since, March of 2020. And we openly complain when we have to wear jeans or so-called hard pants. Denim is out, comfort is in. So how did I start my pants journey? Much like podcast discovery, word of mouth. My wife's hairstylist told her that she bought a pair for her husband and he loves them. So I started looking online, and of course my Facebook feed was soon filled with ads for Lulu, Bird Dogs, Public Rec, Fabletics, and more. I also posted looking for recommendations, and I was surprised by how many friends my age had suggestions. Social media and Google, more drivers of podcast discovery. My wife is a fan of dressing age appropriate, and I think she's on a secret mission to gradually purge all the sports logoed clothes from my 20s out of my closet. And yes, that includes sweatpants, which are now being replaced by the more modern joggers. At this point in time, me wearing a jersey to anything other than a game, makes about as much sense as sitting by the radio waiting for your favorite song to play. So I bought 3 pairs, all online of course. These Lulus, a pair from the cheeky brand Bird Dogs, which actually might even be slightly more comfortable than these, and a pair from Fabletics, which I didn't like and ended up returning. Overall, I was pleasantly surprised by this new way of wearing pants. It makes more sense for my lifestyle. Just like podcast skeptics can often be won over by a show that entertains or informs them. I gotta admit, I stereotyped LuLuLemon, thinking it was a brand for wealthy suburban moms and sorority girls. But I was wrong. Just like every SNL sketch you've ever seen stereotypes podcasts and podcasters. Gone are the days of poor audio made in mom's basement. Now, every company needs a podcast as part of their brand strategy. And podcasting consumption is at an all-time high. 83% of American adults are familiar with it. 64% have listened to one. And that includes 100 million people that tune into a podcast every single week. Now that I'm wearing comfy pants every day, I'm not going back to jeans, except for those rare occasions when necessary. I hope you can find a podcast that feels as good on your ears as these pants do on my legs. And by the way, LuLuLemon, not a sponsor of this podcast, but if you're interested, I'd love some more pants. Later.
The most popular ways to grow a podcast are recommendations of friends and family. So share this episode with someone you know. And for any questions you have about podcasts, find Jag online at jagindetroit.com.